what it is, y'all. It's your girl Black Pop, aka Soda Baby, aka Asuka, and you're now tuned in to Saweetie Talks TV. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, please make sure you're liking this video, because as you like this video, I'm whooping numbers. As I'm whooping numbers, I'm whooping the algorithm. As I'm whooping the algorithm, I get to start doing my giveaways and grow with you guys on YouTube. And thank you for the likes and the love I've already received. But nonetheless, make sure you like that video, because you know, liking a video is like wiping your feet at the door. Liking a video is like saying hello when you come to a room. Say hello when you come to a room.
Say hello when you come in the room first. Be polite. Sit down.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram at It's Black Pop. Back at page Saweetie Talks TV. We can get into this video. First on the docket, we got abusing their celebrity privilege and their customer entitlement. And you know what's so funny? I was just talking about this last week, and I was talking about what certain corporations needs to do to, you know, protect their workers. Like, because I feel like usually we at the short end of the stick, but we still have to come in and clock in and be on time and be here and bend ourselves backwards for customers who don't even acknowledge you when you do say hello, who don't even want to hand you the cash but expect you to hand it back to them. But anywho, let's not get personal. First, we got Tammy Rivera. Her celebrity privilege card got declined, and it couldn't exempt her from being able to open up products in the store that she didn't pay for it yet. Let's roll that good beam footage.
CVS. I come here almost every other night. I know every person that works in this store. I came here to get some satin hair wrap and some dew growth oil. This lady sat here. She must be new. She sat here and she watched me on the aisle, acting like she was fixing stuff in the aisle. I'm watching her watch me, right? She watching me. I opened the pack. She said, Becky, she's watching me so hard that when I opened this pack, she said, don't do that. I said, who are you talking to? No, I said, who are you talking to? You didn't say please. I said, who are you talking to? Don't do that. I said, if I'm buying this, I can do what I want. No, you cannot. Don't do that. I said, you've been watching me this whole, pull the cameras back. You did. Pull the cameras back. Okay. Pull the cameras back. What you thought was I was a child or someone stealing, because you sat there and you watched me on 2 hours, and I watched you watch me, and I didn't say anything. Not one thing. I work here, yes. Yeah, you do work here. And I come in here almost every other night. Every employee who works here knows me, but her. She must be new. But she sat there and watched me on the aisles. I'm not new. She sat there and watched me on the aisles and told me to not open. And it was the mannerism in which you spoke to me like I was a child. Don't do that. Why are you watching me from 2 hours away telling me not to open something that I'm about to pay for? And then I guess she would tell me to leave the store. I told her to call the police.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And she's still running her mouth. And she's still running her mouth. And you're still running your mouth. And you're about to be on Instagram to 7.5 million followers. So
3 hours later.
And I have calmed down, and I am a lot more calmer.
Girl, I'm about to get to the important part.
And I watch her stand behind the corner aisle acting like she's fixing stuff. I'm watching her this whole time, and I'm thinking to myself, like, look at this goofy back here just watching me, thinking I'm about to steal something, but whatever. I paid no mind. And it's not like I say, it's not about the fact that of me opening something. It's more so in the sense of like, you could have been like, hey, can I hold that at the counter for you? Girl, we're not supposed to open things in the store. I'm sorry, it's against our store policy. I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I apologize. Yeah, you can take that up, but I promise you, anything I open, I'm going to pay for. And that would have been that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about like, oh, I just want to be treated fair. I want to be treated like a human being. I don't think I'm better than nobody else. I look crazy. I look hit. I don't look like I got anything, and that's fine, because I'm not trying to look like I'm a regular person too, so I'm not expecting no special privileges or anything like that. I believe that you greet.
I know everybody in this
the janitor with the same respect you greet the CEO. You know what I'm saying? That's how I treat people in my everyday life. And I just want to be treated the same as a human. That's all. I don't want no special privileges. None of that. But you never know who you are dealing with. And you never know who people are. And my grandmother always told me, you never know when you're entertaining the angels. So treat everybody fairly. You sat there and you really profiled me. And I know that it's crazy because I know a lot of black and brown. When I mean brown, I mean a lot of Hispanics, black. We go through it a lot where they just stayed over top of us. And even when she called the police, which I was kind of flattered by, she was saying, oh, it's a brown woman here. She's brown. She's a brown woman. I mean, everybody who knows me knows I love being, darker. So I got my tan. But, I just felt like, what did that even matter? What was that even, like, it's just the whole night just shook me up. And I'm so angry I let this lady disturb my peace.
What a coincidence how she just, ended the conversation with privilege and race. Because it's like, Tammy, first of all, where your mask at? Because I don't give a fuck if this virus is fake or not. We, the everyday people, the essential workers, the average at best, we should not be allowed to ring up anybody who don't got a mask, let alone in the store. Why? Because we don't care if you got the or not. Follow the rules. And the more you try to go out your way and prove how privileged you're really not, only furthermore confirms how privileged you are, because we don't give a who knows you. What does 7.5 million followers have to do with the fact that you opening in the store that you ain't bought yet? Because it's like, what does 7.5 million followers have to do with you opening in the store that you ain't bought? This is not a reality TV show. This is not for ratings, and just because you got 7.5 million followers do not mean they all genuinely like you, because you do not average 7.5 million people on your engagement. Just because you have 7.5 million followers does not mean you get 7.5 million likes on your pics. Just because people watch your story does not mean people really like you. And 100,000 of those people that watch and like you could really be trying to see how close they can get to walking and where he be at. So don't flatter yourself talking about some 7.5 million followers. This is not VH1, boo. This is not reality TV. This is real life. But in her defense, I will say that's that Asian people. They will follow you around the store. They will hurry up and buy ass until they really until they realize that you are a regular. This usually happens in beauty supply stores, but that don't take away the fact that you shouldn't be opening up in stores. And it doesn't take away from the fact that you could have still returned it after you bought it, even though you already made a rip in that box. I saw that rip on the box on the side. I saw what you did. And now we can't sell anymore because you decided to rip open an item that you ain't even bought.
Stupid.
And you know what? Let me add to the list of the things corporations need to add for their essential workers to protect their workers. First and foremost, we need more security guards. We need 2 security guards armed and ready, because people take advantage of the fact that you can wear a mask. So there's been people I've seen with my own 2 eyes walk out with full arms because they know you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't about to risk your life. I damn sure am not, and I ain't. So we need more. First of all, we need more security guards. Secondly, to you entitled customers, I'm only gonna say hello. I'm not asking you how you doing no more, because y'all like to act like y'all can't hear until I tell you the price and you want to make everything half off because that's where you think you found it. No, because it's like after a while you be trying to be so nice and stuff, and then people just continuously ignore you like, you know, it. I don't give a hello, that's it. I don't care about how you doing. Second, if you don't hand me the cash for what you paying for, I am not handing you back your change. I'm tired of this. I'm not handing it back to you. Gonna pick that up off the counter. You won't do right. Pick that look. Juicy J voice, just like that, straight like that. Cause y'all be wanting a little too much for half off of everything else. And now it's time to make you feel uncomfortable. Cause your having her talking about some in the end of the video. I don't know what it had to do with race. Want to know what? Because in this country, it's race first, ask questions later. The fact that you have the nerve to ask us what this had to do with race further lets us know that this had nothing to do with anything but the fact that your shouldn't have been opening shit in the first place. It's nothing wrong with loving your skin or whatever, but do not use our oppression as a weapon to get us on the side of your foolishness. Because even in the video, she was like, oh, I was flattered when she called the police and she said it was a brown skinned girl because everybody knows that I like being darker. That's why I get my tans. You know, because if that's the fact that she like being darker, then you should have been offended that she ain't call you black, huh? So, like, you see, stop trying to play with people's emotions to get them on your side. So this had nothing to do with profiling. You just mad your celebrity privilege card got declined. Anyway, next on Who Got Celebrity Privilege, we have Saweetie. Recently, we had Saweetie being photographed in a classroom teaching kids about entrepreneurship. And it just really triggered me because, girl, you're a rapper. And being a rapper has nothing to do with going to school. What you stand for has nothing to do with being in the classroom. Get the off my porch! Because you're selling the kids a dream. It's unrealistic. Because I know he wasn't in that classroom talking about pretty privilege. I know he wasn't in that classroom talking about bagging an 8-figure nigga about 5-6 figures. Yeah, I know he wasn't talking about getting a record exec to sign you for at least 100K. That's if you even get that. Because a lot of people be going for the 10K. They be trying to play people, and that's word to pound side pop. But don't try to make it seem like you just got it out the mud or you're so independent when you're signed. When they fronted you whatever amount they fronted you, because at the end of the day, if you don't make a certain amount of sales, you still owe your label back and you a rich in debt. But yet they want to call themselves self-made, independent bosses. But at the end of the day, you still got to pay that money back to your label with interest. It's just the fact that, sweetie, you're not a good rapper. That's the least they could have did was got a good rapper. Because at the end of the day, she still has to go pick up other deals like McDonald's and, Mac Makeup because her real work ain't selling. What the is this Jen Helen? So I just don't want them confusing the children. Because when you look at Saweetie, you're thinking about, oh, I'm going to be a rapper and then I'm going to get this and that, because that's how it really goes. But let's not forget the fact that, that she's not really going to tell them about. It's about who you know and what you look like, then who you know, and how much you may have, depending if you're a boy, you're a man, or you're a woman, because the entertainment business is political as well, and it comes with its own strife that kind of similarly mirrors, everyday workers, when it comes to skin tone and stuff like that. At the end of the day, these schools need to stop letting these celebs come into the classroom when they got something to say to the kids, when what they do ain't got to do with being in a classroom. They lied to you. They're setting them up for failure. And in this day and age, the only people I feel like that are fit enough to come to classrooms to talk to the students are people who know how to make money off the internet. Whether you're online business, or I don't know, whatever you do that's online. Because at the end of the day, people gotta hurry up and figure out because this world is only gonna keep being more progressive. And eventually everything's gonna be self-checkout. And AI is going to take over all of our jobs. That's who I'd rather see in the classroom talking about what you need to do, how you need to prepare for the future. Get with the times or get left behind, because that's what the world is coming to. Get with the times and put in the work before you quit your job too early because you hate where you work and you see other people surpassing doing what they actually want to do in life. Because it's like picking up a second job to survive with a regular job and focus on what else you want to create for yourself. However, I will say everyone is not meant to be a business owner, but everyone is not meant to follow the system. So that's how I feel about that. So let me know what y'all feel in the comments. Do you think Tammy was right, or are you on the essential worker side? And do you think celebrities should be allowed in classrooms giving kids advice about nothing that they stand for? Make sure you follow me on Instagram at It's Black Pop, Saweetie Talks TV. And we're into the second video.